Good afternoon friends. Today you are going to learn external features of the heart. Heart is the conical hollow viscera that is situated in the middle mediastinum of the thoracic cavity. It is enclosed with the pericardium. Now it has a four chambers, that is right atrium and the left atrium, and the two ventricles, that is right ventricle and left ventricle. So this part is a ventricle. It is directed downwards, forwards towards the left, and this part is a atrium and it is directed upward, backwards and towards the right side. So this one is a auricle, this is a right auricle, this one is a left auricle, this one is a aorta, and this is a pulmonary trunk. So these are the ventricle. Out of them, this one is a left ventricle, this one is a right ventricle, and here this is a left atrium and this one is a this one is a right ventricle and this one is the left ventricle, where there is a opening of the pulmonary, four pulmonary veins are present. So now we see the shape of the heart. The shape of the heart is a conical or pyramidal in shape. The size is about 9 cm in length and the size is about the 12 cm in length and 9 cm in breadth. Average weight in case of male it is about 300 gram and in case of female it is about the 250 gram. And the location of the heart is located just behind the sternum and the adjoining ribs. So 1/3 part of the heart is situated towards the right side of the median plane and 2/3 part of the heart that is lies on the left side of the median plane. Now we see the external features of the heart. The heart has an apex, then the base, and it has a four border, that is the right border, left border, inferior border and the superior border. And it has a three surfaces, that is a sternocostal surfaces, then this one is a left surfaces, and this flat surface that is known as the diaphragmatic surface, and the base is also known as the posterior surface. So now we see the each part in the detail. So this is the apex. The apex should be lies downwards, forwards towards the left, and it is formed by the left ventricle. And on the surface it is about the 9 cm away from the midline in the fifth intercostal space. The base is directly opposite to the apex and it is upward, backward and towards the right side. So this is a base and it is formed by the two atria, mainly the left atrium and partly by the right atrium. Then we see the borders. So first of all, this one is a right border. This right border is extending from the opening of the superior vena cava to the opening of the inferior vena cava. It is a vertical and it separates the sternocostal surface from the base, and here there is a presence on the external surface, there is a presence of the sulcus that is known as sinus terminalis. Now we see the left border. This left border is extending from the left auricle to the apex, and it is accompanied by the marginal artery, that is a branch of the left coronary artery. This border separates the sternocostal surface from the left surfaces. Then we see the inferior border or the horizontal border. This extending from the inferior vena cava to the apex. Nearer to the apex there is a presence of the notch, that this notch is known as incisura apicis cordis. Then the upper border, this upper border is hidden by the arch of aorta and pulmonary trunk. So here there is a presence of the upper border. and it is mainly formed by the two atria, that is right atrium and the left atrium. Now we see the surfaces. The first of all, this one is a sternocostal surfaces. It is convex and forwards. It is formed by the right atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle and the left auricle. This surface consists of the two sulci. That is, one is the interventricular sulcus, that is the anterior part of the interventricular sulcus that lodges the anterior interventricular artery, and the anterior part of the atrioventricular groove, or it is also known as coronary sulcus. Then we see the left surfaces. This left surfaces is mainly formed by the left ventricle, partly by the left auricle and the left atrium. Then see the flat surface. This flat surface is known as the diaphragmatic surface. It rests on the central tendon of the diaphragm, and it consists of the one sulcus, that is the posterior part of the interventricular sulcus. It is mainly formed by the two ventricles, that is mainly by the left ventricle and partly by the left atrium. Now, so this is about the all surfaces. Now we see the sulci, that is the interventricular sulcus, interatrial sulcus and atrioventricular sulcus. So atrioventricular sulcus separates the atria from the ventricle. So this is about the ventricle, and this one is a atrium. So here this is a C-shaped sulcus, that is known as atrioventricular sulcus, or also it is known as coronary sulcus. It has an anterior part and the posterior part. Anterior part is again divided into two halves, that is the left part and the right part. The right part lies between the right auricle and the right ventricle, and it consists of the trunk of the right coronary artery. Whereas on the left part, it lies between the left auricle and the left atrium, and it consists of the circumflex branch of the left coronary artery. And posterior part, the posterior part consists of the coronary sinus. Here there is a presence of the coronary sinus. Then we see the interventricular sulcus that lies between the two ventricles. It has an anterior part. So this one is an anterior part, and it consists of the anterior interventricular artery, and posterior part that lies on the diaphragmatic surface, and it consists of the posterior interventricular artery. Then we see the interatrial sulcus, that means it lies between the two atria. So anteriorly it is obscured by the arch of aorta and pulmonary trunk, and posteriorly it is ill-defined. So this one is a right atrium and this one is the left atrium. So here there is a presence of the interatrial sulcus. Now the crux of the heart. Crux of the heart means the meeting point on the posterior surface nearer. This one is the interventricular sulcus, the upper end of the posterior part of the interventricular sulcus, interatrial sulcus and the coronary sulcus. So this meeting of the all sulcus here, this point is known as the crux of the heart. So this is about the external features of the heart. Now we see the anatomical position. For the anatomical position, you should keep in mind that apex should be directly downwards, forwards and towards the left. Then this inferior border is horizontal, and this flat diaphragmatic surface should be kept in your left hand. So again see, this one is the apex, this one is the inferior horizontal border, and diaphragmatic surface lies on your palm. So this is about the external features of the heart. Thank you.